of human existence, one fairly new thing has been driving us and reaching our boundaries, and that is exploring our space in the cosmos. This informational video will discuss history and the future of mankind and touch the stars like we've never seen before. Fighting the Cold War with rocky equations, and discuss Elon Musk's plan to colonize Mars.
The true starting point of human space exploration began in Nazi Germany with the creation of the V-2 rocket. Although used for wartime purposes, this rocket was the first man-made object to enter into outer space. After the war, there was a mad dash between the Allies to acquire this technology, and the US and Soviets both adopted former Nazi rocket scientists so they could uncover the secrets of the V-2. A great breakthrough came with the launch of Sputnik 1 in 1957, which became the first satellite to orbit the Earth. Then a Russian cosmonaut to remember for the ages, Yuri Gagarin, became the first human in space and also the first human to orbit the Earth. The US responded with their own missions, but they always seemed to be a step behind the Soviets and could not gain the edge. The US opportunity to win the space race came with Kennedy made clear in an address that the US was going to put a man on the moon. This dream came to fruition when the Apollo 11 lunar module landed on the moon's surface with Neil Armstrong and Buzz Aldrin. This Apollo mission and the ones to come would win the space race for the US, but also go down as the pinnacle achievement of human space travel to date.
And space travel, one of which being the space shuttle programs. The first to launch was Columbia in 1981, and many followed. But sadly, one shuttle launch, the Challenger, ended in tragedy when the shuttle blew up shortly after launch, resulting in the single greatest loss in life in the history of human space travel. Shortly after, tragedy struck again when the shuttle Columbia disintegrated on re-entry. The 1990s marked the new beginnings in the course of human space exploration. The first models were constructed and placed in orbit for the new and famous International Space Station. This was a joint venture undertaken by many nations, including Russia, Japan, and 10 European countries. The third brightest object in the sky, the ISS, serves to this day as a beacon of achievement and reminds us of what we can do when we put our weapons down and work together. Many important things would happen in the following century. NASA launched their first Mars rover, landing on a faraway planet, sending back images of a foreign world. The domain of space travel has recently been dominated by private companies as governments find it harder to procure funding for the space programs. Companies like Blue Origin, Virgin Galactic, and the most prominent of them all, SpaceX, have been testing reusable rocket boosters and streamlined capsules aiming to decrease the price of space travel. The most successful of these companies have been SpaceX, mostly due to their visionary leader, Elon Musk. The most recent achievement was launching their Falcon Heavy rocket, the largest rocket in service on course of Mars while landing the used boosters safely back on Earth. Now Elon and other companies along with the space agencies look to the future and all possibilities that await.
The future of space travel is bright for mankind, and we at this moment are living at the beginning of a spacefaring age, a time when man is not stuck in low Earth orbit, but goes and colonizes the last frontier. The first mission that is coming up is 2026, and SpaceX's attempt at a manned mission to Mars. It's very ambitious and will be a massive human milestone. Government space agencies have a later timeline with manned missions in the 30s and the 40s. Another mission that is soon to take place is the establishment of a permanent lunar base named the Deep Space Gateway, which will allow for better mission launches due to the fact there is little gravity on the moon. Many unmanned missions are slated for the mid-20s, including a rover being sent to the moon Europa. One of the most exciting recent developments by far has been the project Breakthrough Starshot that will feature a probe being sent to the galaxy Proxima Centauri. This project was championed by the late Stephen Hawking. The coming decades hold many advancements for the exploration of interstellar and deep space for humankind, and make us dream that one day a child may look at a faint star in the distance and know that his fellow humans are looking back at him. We will end this video with a resonating quote by Arthur C. Clarke from his book A Space Odyssey. The time was fast approaching when Earth, like all mothers, must say farewell to her children.
Ground control to Major Tom. Ground control to Major Tom. Take your protein pills and put your helmet on. 10. Ground control to Major Tom. 9, 7.